Fumaleo Chesney, are you on the line?
Yes, I am.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for inviting me to WBAI for this commentary. Much appreciated, Rebecca.
Great. So perhaps I could get your take on what you noticed in the last 25 years.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So for me, the first 25 years of the 21st century have been defined by a series of ruptures that forced collective reckoning. 9/11 reshaped global politics, surveillance, and fear. Hurricane Katrina exposed racial and economic inequities in stark relief. The 2008 financial crisis revealed a system willing to save institutions over people. The election of Barack Obama symbolized possibilities, while the backlash that followed revealed unresolved fault lines. More recently, George Floyd's murder made visible that many had long lived, but the nation could no longer deny. The pandemic further exposed whose lives are protected and whose are expendable. January 6 underscored the fragility of democracy, while movements like Me Too and global refugee migrations reminded us that people continue to organize, speak, and move despite systemic harm. Now, the rapid rise of AI signals another turning point, raising urgent questions about power, ethics, culture, and who shapes the future. I'm glad to expand on this in conversation. And then in reference to dance, we've had, because of all the pandemic and George Floyd, we've had many dancers doing choreography. So, for example, dance stopped being just performance and it became a public language. People have been dancing for resistance now, a turning point in dance with the world changing around it. In 2000 to 2008, globalization speeds up culture and dance started traveling faster than bodies. DVDs and early YouTubes made it possible to learn styles across borders: hip hop, dancehall, West African, Congolese, salsa, Bhangra, without leaving your home. Community studios stayed vital, but the internet became a second studio. After 2008 financial crash, artists still created others, often with fewer resources. So dance leaned harder into community, mutual aid, and DIY productions. Dance became a way to say, we are still here. 2013 to 2016, dance as protests, it became very much, the Black Lives Matter rose. Dance showed up in streets, in campuses, and community centers as a form of mourning and resistance. Movement became a living memorial and a demand for dignity. And it's just, during the COVID, the pandemic, the biggest choreography shift in history. COVID changed dance overnight. Studios closed and bodies still needed to move. I actually started a class in Fort Greene Park because I needed to move. Dance went Zoom first. Living rooms became stages. We witnessed a rise in dance for wellness, breathwork, somatics, and nervous system care. Dance helped people survive isolation physically, emotionally, and spiritually. 2022 to 2025, dance becomes a digital economy and a credit battle. TikTok short form video turned choreography into viral content, often without fair credit. So this era has forced new questions. Who owns movement? Who gets paid? Who gets named? At the same time, dance exploded globally. Amapiano, Afrobeats, K-pop choreo, drill Latin urban styles, and young people began identifying culture through dance, the way earlier generation used radio. And, when the world was grieving a 9/11, wars, pandemics, police violence, dance kept offering a human response. Movement is how communities remember, resist, and rebuild. The first quarter of this century, dance didn't shrink. It became medicine, protests, education, and a global bridge.